Hey everybody! Get ready for some spooky and supernatural stuff in this episode. Let's do this! But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications to receive our new videos. You know how we're all into using tech to make life easier? But have we taken it too far? Look at this. It's an artificial womb. Instead of a woman going through pregnancy, the egg gets fertilized and grown outside the body until it's ready. Some people think it's great, while others think it's totally wrong and unnatural. What do you think? Do you think this is a good and healthy thing to do? Share your thoughts in the comments. The other night, a homeowner was jolted awake at 3 a.m. by the dogs in the neighborhood barking and howling. She heard a particularly strange bark coming from her porch. Too scared to investigate, she waited until morning. When daylight came, she checked the security camera footage and saw something terrifying. On the edge of her roof, there was a figure with a pale head and glowing eyes. Its clawed hands gripped onto the roof's edge. The other night, a homeowner was jolted awake at 3 a.m. by the dogs in the neighborhood, barking and howling. She heard a particularly strange bark coming from her porch. Too scared to investigate, she waited until morning. When daylight came, she checked the security camera footage and saw something terrifying. On the edge of her roof, there was a figure with a pale head and glowing eyes. Its clawed hands gripped onto the roof's edge. This guy in Peru was getting ready for bed when he saw something outside his window. It was a dark figure with a scary face, like nothing he'd ever seen before. It didn't look like an ape, Bigfoot, or Dogman, which are usually what people compare strange sightings to. This creature was super tall, way taller than the window, and it was all covered in dark fur. The way it looked down at him was freaky, like there was something really scary about it. It didn't look like anything he'd seen before, which made it even weirder and creepier. The guy was totally freaked out by the whole thing. He was sure that whatever he saw was definitely not normal. A real-life monster creeping around in the night. What in the world could that thing be? Some kind of mythical creature? Or maybe a species that no one has discovered yet? Check out this pic. It's the leftovers of what folks think could be a werewolf or some ancient beast, kept in a glass case at the Obscura Museum in Denmark. This creepy exhibit has really sparked people's imaginations. The remains, preserved in the glass, are believed to be from a creature that once wandered the earth, maybe even a werewolf. The Obscura Museum is known for its collection of weird and eerie artifacts, but this exhibit really stands out. Whether it's the remnants of folklore brought to life, or just an elaborate hoax, it sparks a lot of questions. Is this proof of a mythical creature from ancient legends, or could there be a scientific explanation behind it? Let me know what you think. You've got to see this video that will totally make you question everything. In some remote place, a bunch of locals are gathered around what looks like a huge cloth on the ground. But it's not actually a cloth. It looks more like a massive gorilla. There's this guy holding a traditional fan in one hand and a bell in the other, walking around this costume and ringing the bell. He stops in front of what looks like the head of the figure and taps on it with his fan. The costume starts to inflate, slowly coming to life. As the upper torso rises, it now looks like a real gorilla. When it stands up, its back is to the camera, making the scene even creepier. The audience freaks out as the creature starts moving towards them. The whole scene is unreal. It looks super real, but it could be a trick. It might be some kind of African black magic, since the video was shot in Africa. It's tough to say what's really happening. Could be a big prank, a traditional ritual, or something totally different. What's your take on it? A strange thing showed up on a home security camera recently, and people can't figure out what it is. This thing can't be easily labeled. It keeps changing from looking like something out of this world to a more animal-like shape as it moves around in front of the camera. But the weirdest part is its head, which is surrounded by bright beams of light coming from its eyes. What kind of creature is this? The person who shot this video had a peaceful time until they stumbled upon something unsettling. In the footage, you can see what seems to be a little girl in a blue dress with pigtails running in the woods. But there's something strange about the way she's running. It's not like a normal person, more like she's hopping. When she slows down and turns her head, her face looks inhuman, defying the norms of humanity. This crazy thing where a kid suddenly looked like an animal, pretending to be a little girl. Do you think that was a shapeshifter or something? What do you think? A taxi driver was chilling in his car on the side of the road when he got spooked out of his mind. He was on a call when he noticed something moving in the rearview mirror. And when he turned around, he saw the ghostly face of a child staring back at him. Creepy, right? The face looked really pale and had dark circles around its eyes. When the guy saw it, he freaked out and dashed out of the car. Luckily, or not, the car's security camera was on, so it caught the ghostly intruder on camera. After mustering up the courage to return to the car, he reviewed the footage and reached out to online paranormal experts for their take. So, what's your opinion on this? It's getting pretty easy to make images and videos that look super real but are totally ridiculous. Check out this one. Someone was supposedly filming a video during a night out when something crazy happened. A weird creature popped up from behind and sprinted off towards the tracks. This strange creature looked like the bottom half of a deer running on two legs. We've seen similar mind-boggling videos before. It's getting harder and harder to tell what's real and what's fake with all the tech advancements. There are tons of weird and kinda creepy videos all over the internet that really make you wonder about what's real. Some folks right away say these videos are fake, but others think there could be something spooky going on in the background. I personally think it's all a hoax, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.